here we are, ladies and gentlemen, grand finals of SuperFLEX. We've got JLim and Dazai versus Seagull and Adastran. We've got Palutena and Wii Fit Trainer versus Joker and Lucina. So JLim is switching it up, leaving his trusty Snake. And he's going to the Joker.
Seagull and Adastran on their signature pick group. Did they switch it up at all?
They played Palutena and Marth against me and Bond bracket, but you know, that's a little bit different. And Dazai is the first one to lose his life, but so is JLim, his partner, right behind him. Seagull, Joe, and Adastran driving onto a solid lead. Only 118% and 74.5 respectively on both of them. And Deep Breathing is now gone on Wii Fit Trainer, which is one of the most threatening characters in the game that has Deep Breathing, which is kind of like a cloud limit. If you're familiar with Cloud, or kind of like a Joker Arsene, which are a big power up for the character. Adastran loses his life a little bit earlier. I thought Seagull was the first one to lose his life, but things aren't always as you think. JLim goes out early. Oh man, look at that. It's a pretty big lead for Seagull and Adastran. They're running away with this. Like, they're making JLim and Dazai look like amateurs. Which is crazy because they're one of the best teams in the region. I keep saying that over and over again, but they really do well at Xanadu in doubles. They win pretty much most of the time. Seagull finally loses his life, beating that stock tank that I was mentioning earlier, but I don't know if that's part of the strategy or just kind of what happened. But doubles, a lot of it is really going with the flow because you're not really, you can't be as calculated as you can be in singles. It's still coming out. It's a little.
And this match, it's really awesome right now, guys. It's really hype. I'm enjoying it.
This is a pretty high match. Dazai and JLim looking a little sloppier than they have in the last couple games.
Yeah, Seagull, Joe, and Adastran are dominating them. And JLim goes out. Player 2 defeated. My guy, you're done, bro.
Really on.
Dazai is getting yoga deep fitness out here. Adastran is just all over this man, showing him the poses. Dazai is just trying to do something, but he's getting hit with everything. Like these two, oh my, soccer ball and explosive punches.
Not even letting him look at the stage.
Is he mildly concussed now? Like, I don't know what's going on. Like my boy is fighting valiantly.
Can he clutch it 11?
Definitely not. But after that back air, that man sent home packing, and it is 1-0 for Seagull, Joe, and Adastran on the winner's side. So, if you're not familiar with how tournaments work, you get 2 chances pretty much to go through the entire bracket. So, if Seagull, Joe, and Adastran do lose the first set, they have another set that is quote-unquote resetting the bracket. But I'm not sure if that'll happen today. Seagull, Joe, and Adastran are just looking strong. They're looking like they're dominated. Kind of putting Adastran on the map. I've never heard of him before, but he might be a Smash 4 player that I'm not familiar with.
Seagull Joe play doubles.
Seagull Joe is very good at doubles, but his partner is usually ZD. But are you going to Big Blue? Oh, Potomac saying that would have been cool. The gentleman's to Big Blue. See who's the real Smash player. True gamer here. The real gamers. Going back to Snake for JLim. Palutena for Dazai. Oh, wow. They're switching it up. They're mirroring the Palutena. And they're going back to Snake. Going back to the tried and true. But Dazai is, I think, the more flexible player of the pair. He's played 4 different characters over the timeline of Ultimate. And the game's only been out for 8 months. 7 months. So he's been a really flexible player over the course of the first year's meta. But JLim's been a little bit more steady with playing Snake. He played Snake in Brawl. He's one of the best players in Georgia playing Snake. So he moved to Maryland in 2015 or 2014. And he's been really wanting to play Snake ever since. And with Snake coming back into the game. He's been dominating the local scene, getting top 5 in pretty much every single local, but now he's dominating doubles with Dazai, Seagull Joe, and Adastran, and he's looking a little rough. You know, it's like they dominated game 1. Now Seagull Joe and Adastran are on the ropes.
You know, this could be a bit of a strap too. You know, kind of not only bluffing, but not going as hard for the first game, seeing, you know, feeling things out first.
It's definitely something that you can do. I don't know if it's ever intentional, but if you do lose that first game, that's something you can tank. You can be like, okay, well, our real strat was to go actually Palutena and Snake. So like we didn't do that game 1, so like just because we lost isn't really anything.
Yeah.
So switching it up with characters can keep things fresh and keep your mentality really well and like healthy. Well, it looks like JLim and Dazai have that stock lead. JLim's still holding on to his 3, and he's gonna have a pretty easy time doing that because he does have that lead advantage. And with the Cypher, he needs to cover high, and I don't think Wii Fit Trainer or Palutena can really challenge that.
Spoke too soon.
Dazai's getting edgeguard really hard by Seagull Joe, and he's really showing him like, I'm the real Palutena here, here's a poser. Oh, great DI coming out from the Praise the Sun. Oh, spike coming out of Dazai. Big play. Huge play out of Dazai. He's saying, get out of here, old man. I'm the young boy on the block. Get out. Time to retire. With JLim making it back on the stage, and it is even. 1 stock to 1 on the Palutenas, and JLim's only at 100, and Adastran's at 66. You know, this match could go anybody's favor, honestly. Like, Palutenas are kind of the control factor in this matchup, but like the Snake and the Wii Fit seem to be really what the X factor is going on. Like they're making the plays for sure. And Wii Fit Trainer didn't get the ground on Snake, but you know they seem to just be doing a 1v1 kind of thing. But as I say, that Dazai goes over to help JLim to try to get the kill off at the down throw.
Sleeping through there.
Oh, who do you think benefits the 1v1?
That's a really good question. I think JLim and Dazai are taking the lead, but JLim is very high in percentage, and I think the 1v1 depends on how you set it up. If you can do Palutena versus Palutena, it's literally the same character, so I guess it's even. But I mean, I think Seagull Joe versus Dazai, I think that's in Seagull's favor, but I think JLim versus Adastran, I think it's in JLim's favor. So I think in terms of the best players here, it's Seagull's the best player, and then JLim, and then Dazai, and then Adastran. So it's kind of pretty evenly balanced in terms of skill. But Seagull Joe goes out with the up tilt. Snake has been doing yoga. He's been working on his fitness and taking
You did see an amazing comeback from Adastran in I believe semis or quarters, where he took out 2 people. So he does have it in him.
Yeah, and they're both at super high percent. He pulled out.
He just needs 1 or 2 hits. There's one. Where it could be.
Yeah, raw back air right now. Oh, forward tilt.
The yoga dog.
Love it. Alright, it's all even here, folks.
Wii Fit Trainer!
That's what I'm talking about!
Adastran coming in clutch. 2-0.
Yet another clutch 2v1.
Nice.
Thumbs up to the fans.
Wow.
Adastran coming in clutch. Showing him that Seagull, hey man, you need to pay me.
Wow. That was amazing. Seagull who?
So, it's the Adastran show right now. Oh my
That's
God.
amazing, dude. Giving some yoga poses. You know, when you dive via Warrior 2, that's rough. You know, it's tough. We were talking about this earlier about how the guy who designed the Wii Fit model had to like create all those poses. DK has moves. All these other characters have moves that like, you know, but like the guy who had to create the Wii Fit model, it's crazy.
Yeah, the guy who had to make the Wii Fit Trainer had to take yoga poses and make them into fighting moves.
Yeah,
Like,
right?
that's actually crazy. But we've got Bowser and Lucina.
Love that. Love that. And then you got a little monkey from Seagull Joe.
Seagull Joe
Goes
bringing
back
out-
to Smash 4 days.
Throw some bananas down.
Totally. All right, so based on these changes, what do you see that changes?
JLim's sticking with a heavy character, but Dazai going back to a character that is heavily edge guard. That does a lot of edge guarding. So Wii Fit Trainer's recovery is pretty abusable. It's just hula hoops kind of straight up. It's like not very. It's not like It's not bad in terms of like raw recovery, but it's like pretty abusable, I think. But so they're trying to go for something that abuses recovery. Diddy Kong's recovery is a little telegraphed as well, but it is really good. But Dazai plays. Oh, and he Seagull Joe Jai's on the top.
Oh, that was amazing.
Wow, that's just a really good presence of mind
Definitely didn't
from
see that
the
coming.
That's great Bowser stuff. And he's a big boy, so you know he's going to live too.
Yep, he's like 167. And Adastran taking virtually no damage right now.
Oh, there goes JLim. Big play from Seagull Joe right there.
Seagull Joe just not going down without a fight. Adastran's kind of carrying right now. Adastran, I don't think there's very many Vita trainers in the region. There's Nick District 14, a game gym player of his own. And G from MD, who also plays Vita, but this Adastran guy is really coming out here and showing everybody what's up. He might be from an outer region. I'm not sure if he might be from Virginia. I don't know, but this man is coming out here showing everybody why Vita trainer is somebody to be afraid of.
And it's grand finals too. This is pretty crazy.
Yeah, this is definitely no joke. This is for all marbles. This is for 21 teams, I think we had.
Yeah, and Seagull Joe won the squad strike too, so he's going for the trifecta here tonight. The triple crown of SuperFLEX.
Zach Darby's in the boat, so back to the match. JLim's hitting people with Bowser's side.
Already 4 KOs.
But they're both down on one stock. Dazai's at 2 with 13. You know, he is being a healthy boy. They've got a pretty solid lead. Secret Joe did go out here right there. He drop kicks him. JLim had enough of that nonsense. Get out of here. Is Bowser the true JLim main? Oh, it's Spice him. Wow, that was tough.
Great stuff.
That was cold. 2-1 in the favor of Seagull Joe, but Dazai and JLim saying we're not going out without a fight.
It's tough to change characters mid-match, you know, it's like not an easy thing to do, but that seemed like, you know, putting on a
Seemed like
jacket,
second nature,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Never seen JLim play Bowser like that, but let's see. Pirate Ship, let's go. It's height.
Do you think they're going to go for the same comp or switch it up?
We'll see. Seagull Joe and Adastran do have the counter pick, so let's see what happens from JLim and Dazai. We've seen with Bowser, it looks like they're sticking with it. Palutena Wii Fit Trainer. This match is hard to keep up with. There is a lot of character switching. I am glad we've got other commentators here because this is giving me a headache. Like, oh my gosh, like these guys can't. They can't make up their dang minds coming out here.
It'll be interesting too to see what happens with these platforms. That's got to change.
That's definitely gonna mix things up.
What does that mean?
So they just lost on Final Destination, and like if you think about it, like Battlefield is like the exact opposite of Final Destination. So
does that hurt? I feel like that hurts Bowser the most.
Definitely is not the best for Bowser. Bowser does have some pretty good throw combos, so like up throw, up air, or back air. I played against Yuno with Bowser and Squad Strike, he didn't do well, but he kind of took me to Battlefield, so I guess there's some kind of secret sauce to Battlefield. But Battlefield does have the advantage of when Bowser does his side B, his Bowser flip. If he hits them off the top platform, they'll die a lot quicker.
Maybe that's what he's going for. That's exactly what he's going for.
Dazai loses his life pretty early, within a minute of the fourth game going on. We've got JLim just seems to just be soft tanking and taking all the damage from Adastran, but Adastran's going Bowser is definitely a character who feared. Like Leon, I think just got hit at Tekken North, and he was all solo Bowser player.
Dude, he got second.
You got second?
Yeah. Dude, he lost to Samsora in Grand Final.
Oh wow.
Bowser to Grand Final. It was amazing.
Huge back air by Adastran then.
Adastran is going there deep.
Dude, he's definitely aiming for that top platform. That's gotta be a main strength.
Absolutely. I think
Seagull Joe still 3 stocks here though. It's all this chaos.
this is a veteran move right there, just knowing how to stay calm. Race Dazai and JLim are really creating a ton of chaos with these local characters as Lucina and with Bowser. Really are tough to deal with. But as I say that, JLim almost got spiked by the soccer ball. Seagull loses his first stock. They are still in the lead.
Yeah, and they're looking good too. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, at this point, Seagull Joe's got that stock pretty much locked, but everybody else is not even.
Dazai is trying to take his future in his own hand with the force. Nice parry coming out of Seagull Joe so he doesn't get hit by the partner's grab.
Both at super high percents. JLim and Dazai here. Dazai very low percent now.
Alright, so I mean, things are pretty much even here. Be interesting to see if anybody can take this.
Bowser flip.
Ooh.
Seagull Joe has to give up his life for Adastran, and that really puts his match on his head.
Yeah. What a big moment there.
Presence of mind from JLim to go for that Bowser flip in the air at that percentage.
Yeah, it's grand finals. You gotta be crazy.
Can they? Oh, big play.
Wow.
Well, I was about to say, can they pull it off with Seagull Joe at that percent? But yeah,
we've seen Adastran make a comeback before. Let's see if he can do it again.
Definitely gonna be his biggest hit if he can.
If anybody can, Adastran.
Yeah, sure.
Done it once before in this very set. So Bowser flip coming out. Not gonna do it. But he's praising the sun, trying to get some charge up.
Oh, edge guard. But it's not enough.
Oh, wow. That would have been great.
What a big brain play to go for that.
Back air.
He's trying to get his deep breathing off.
Oh.
He just can't touch him.
Deep breathing out. This is where Wii Fit can make a comeback. Great DI. Dazai going so deep for his skills.
Wow. Astroday's ability to stay alive.
Oh my gosh! Oh, he's still in though.
Really, really impressive.
That huge advantage for. Oh man.
That's
going to do it 2-2.
2-2.
Man, what a huge advantage for playing the heavy by JLim.
It's really funny because he's a pretty small guy. You wouldn't think he'd play all these heavy characters. You know, it's pretty crazy.
Man, Bowser is tough to take out.
Bowser's a menace in doubles. Holy cow, I might have to pick him up.
Right?
He looks fun.
Dude, be terrifying. Have a little DK Bowser or something like that.
So cheesy.
Oh,
Look,
man.
Signature.
Well, no, I saw him hover over Ryu for a second. I was like, what's happening?
Signature Seagull Joe Wolf of the Spirit characters.
Hey, grand finals, you gotta do it.
Grand finals, you gotta bring out the old boy.
You gotta do it.
Game 5 of their potential perfect golden road. But if they do lose this, there is another best of 5 series. So if you love doubles, if you want to root for Dazai and JLim.
Hashtag dubs, faux days.
10-game series would be something tough on the bulletin board. But hey, I love Smash Brothers, so I love seeing more gameplay.
People do it.
How do you think it affects the players though?
It's exhausting.
Oh, mentally. So draining.
It is exhausting to go 5 games, and especially in the second event of the day. These players are going to be tired for singles. So there might be some upsets coming up later, but hey, we'll see.
Yeah, Joe is here at noon to one to do squad strike too. So
Yep, he's been here all day.
but then again, he's got that old man Smash brain. You know, he's just like got the strength for it.
Absolutely though, these guys are all veterans, so they know.
That's a good point. Everybody here is a veteran, so we shouldn't see too much, you know,
Mental.
PTSD.
Yeah, Seagull Joe and JLim are both all veterans.
But you know, you do start to get a little sloppy. You start to do some stuff in one-on-one ideas, beginning of matches and things like that. You get a little, they can read you a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was talking to Dazai about how does he run through brackets so easily and just get into top 8 pretty much seemingly effortless. And he says, I don't really turn my brain on until the winner's quarters. And I said, wow. I was like, how do you do that? And he says, well, a lot of low-level players, like once you develop a flow chart, like they don't really know what to do about it. So using like strong options and just kind of covering a bunch of options. A lot of players struggle with that, but when you're going against top talent, like, you really have to rack your brain and think a lot. And look at that beautiful switch from Dazai going on the Wii Fit trainer and noticing, I think his partner's like, hey, I need some help with this Wolf, and he comes over and switches it up. And right as I say that, Wii Fit trainer dunks Bowser, and they are absolutely dominating. And JLim seems to not be able to get away. He can't handle the Wolf, he can't handle the Wii Fit trainer. What are you going to do?
Oh. back overs, man.
I was just been looking for kills. And
Ooh, and he goes down too.
Oh man.
He's out.
not looking good.
So we haven't seen any big 2v1 plays from Dazai so far today.
Ooh,
Big spike, and that is it.
Absolutely won't see one this game. The 2-stock by them too. Oh man.
4-stock. Oh man.
Hey,
Seagull Joe.
we clipped that. We clipped that.
Seagull Joe and Adastran taking doubles. Seagull Joe with his second win of the day. Pretty impressive stuff from a Joe Rancher. Rancher.